Okay, so I'm not sure what day of the month it is. I think it's June the 7th, but it's definitely Thursday, June the 7th, I think. These are the signs I have out today. So basically what you're supposed to do is read these two signs in the figure 8. What I've done is I figured out since Jesus lived and died during Mary's lifetime, his circle of life superimposes on Mary's circle of life. So what I did was I twisted Mary's circle of life into a figure 8 infinity symbol. And where the colon, kind of turned it into a semicolon with a question mark. To me, that's the eye of the needle, or for Mary, would be the eye of the hurricane, twice. So Jesus died, becoming Christ, going one way, a midlife crisis. Why can't James David Avery, Dr. of Veterinary Medicine, live midlife crisis, becoming the Antichrist, going the other way? So read it like a figure 8, and so like dead men walking. When we're born, I don't believe in God. Not the way most people believe in God. But if there is a God, then we get the God we have, not the one we choose. So, no, don't go mistaking believing just because I call myself an atheist. That's automatically with God behind you against me. That's not how it works. I'm more of into determinism. Now, determinism, there's a debate about whether it's compatible with the idea of human free will or not. Determinism means everything determined by factor, by environment. That we're not really in control of what are things imply of our destination. But there's a debate whether it's compatible with free will or not. And well, I am one, whether it's 100% compatible, not compatible at all, somewhat compatible. And there's a fourth division. We can't think of right now which one it is. But I'm the one I follow the one that's 100% compatible. And the way I look at it is, I think of determinism as what I've done is I learned how to live the fourth dimension, time. So I fast forward to the day I die. And from the day after I die, I can no longer have any more say-so over my destination. So from that point, the day I die backwards is how I view determinism. Human free will is how I determine from the now future. When we're alive, we have choices, decisions to make, but once we make each and every one of those decisions, we cannot undo them. Now, we may have another chance to do that same decision and change our mind the next time around, but that's still a different decision and choice. So I see free will as forward, our hope, desire, and dream, and determinism from the day we die after our individual lives are over, backwards. In that sense, we cannot change the past. But from the standpoint of human free will, there can be a collective human free will. We could all work together. And one thing that you cannot change the past. Well, we could change as history is nothing more than a fable agreed upon. We could change how it is we understand our path, and then in fact automatically change in our future before we even arrive there. So there is such a thing as collective human free will, but I never heard anybody talking about that. So Ghost Rider wanted applied within DeKalb County Jail. As opposed to Jesus, who lost control over his story, I want other people to write our story, but I want to sign off on it before I die. So you read it like a figure 8. Determinism, dead men walking. Ghost Rider and Watchman, Ezekiel 33. Jesus was a mockingbird the same way I'm a mockingbird with my sign. And then death of a salesman. I got 19,000. You gotta have money. You can't live without money this day. He unfortunately had a lot of charm. They were charming his way in, and people supporting him. Kind of like our preachers are today. The tithe and all that. He was a charmer. But the time when the human heart needs more than the old way you can give it. Well, from the look of all these night cars driving by in front of my house, people associated with Emory, it looks like they're not quite there yet. So I'm picking a fight with Canada School of Theology. Mockingbird, to kill a mockingbird, Ghost Rider Watchman. If there's anybody that I would like to kick out, it would be Reverend George Robert Gary Jr., who used to live in that house with his wife, Janet Claire Theodore Gary. But they have 4 children. Two of them are pastors. One of them is Reverend Burt Gary. He's got a book out there called Jesus Unplugged. And he also has a daughter who's senior pastor at Mount Zion United Methodist Church. I think, persistent as I've been determined telling a story, I definitely do believe I deserve every honorable degree that Emory can offer. I mean, whatever department, physics, literature, biology, theology. So I can kick Reverend George Robert Gary Sr., Doctor of Theology, ass all over, overly inflatable ass all over a level playing field. Knocked the wind out of Tebow's cell, and wrote Bill O'Reilly and the 70% of Americans who believe it was Muslim who killed in 9/11.
It only takes a spark to get a fire going. You know what the rest is. The warm up in it growing. Howdy, your neighbor. You gotta make a marriage great. God, you know, big love. Plant some flowers. I'm not sure how much of any of this you're going to be able to hear with all the parking lot. Howdy, your neighbor. You gotta make a marriage great again. Go. Big love. Plant some flowers. God, you know.
Okay. You know evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Does you only mean being a sound mind, body, and action? You all don't look at the way you know, training and put both perspectives to a single narrative to cancel each other out. Truth be God, universe one says, why not? God, you trust, why not? Truth be God, universe one says, why not? Trust, why not? Truth be God, universe one says, why not? God, you trust, why not? Plant some flowers. Oh, man. Truth be God, universe one and says, why not? And God we trust, why not? Truth be God, universe one and says, why not? God we trust, why not? God, universe one and says, why not? Truth be God, universe one and says, why not? Truth be God, universe one and says, hey, watch your finger. There's that living in the neighborhood, young lady. Truth be God, universe one and says, why not? Truth be God, universe one and says, why not? God we trust, why not? God is nothing but a congeniality bias, pro-life, my-size short. That's all it is. As it relates to John 3:16. If they only going to insist on continuing on believing in God their way, then I'm having no choice but having to accept the right to go halfway around the world from believing in God, however way they are going necessary to believe in God.
have your neighbor come make America great again. Including 72 version waiting for 19 dead pilots soon to be arriving. Breath. That is a fact, full of calories. Truth be God, you know what I'm saying? Why not? Truth, why not? I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to wake the people up. Everything I have to say is important. And they don't want to hear it. How do you neighbor? Don't make America great again. She's laughing. Don't make America great again. How do you neighbor? Don't make America great again. Both of them are waiting, but I'm insinuating I'm going to hang myself at my $2,000. That's all I have cash. I have enough to live before I have to sell my house, which I have 100% equity in. It's about $300,000. How do you neighbor? Go make America great again. Go. Think about it. How do you neighbor? Go make America great again. And they're all waving goodbye. They're not saying hi, they're waving goodbye. Just like those kids that, the kids that commit suicide online and the other kids are going, good. How do you neighbor? Go make America great again. Here we go. God be careful now. How do you neighbor? Go make America great again. Here we go. God be careful. How do you neighbor? Go make America great again. Now, how do you neighbor go make America great again? God, we're not. Hey, it'll only take this spark to get a fire going. And soon all those around will warm up and explode. I wish I knew the rest of the words of that song. I should. Many times we sang that growing up with First United Methodist Church in Parkett, Arkansas. Once you decided on killing, first you make a stone of your heart. And if you find that your hands are still willing, then you can turn a murder into art. Murder by number, 1, 2, 3. It's easy to learn. That's your ABC. Now, how did the neighbor go make America great? That's a song about things which is better than making of a serial killer with full of fire. Truth be God, you why not? God, why not? Truth be God, you why not? God, why not? Negative fact, full of calories. I'm not here to be liked, I'm here to wake you up. I was my first being introduced to God before being aware of God, because I was one of the person I met search for Arkansas, I was like, without it. How do you neighbor go make America great? God be trusted. So for the raised by the church by the president of Hackable. How do you neighbor go make America great? Think about it, that's the Think about it, that's the At that point, go ahead when a kid never really goes away. I realized that only recently, although I label myself out of an atheist, how do you neighbor go make America great? It'll have always been and forever always will be Methodist unless Jesus ever stopped being a Jew. So one could be both Methodist fag and atheist at the same time while refusing to label himself a Christian. Now, if others want to label me a Christian for whatever reason of their own, they are more than welcome to. In their world, they will know me by another name. There's nothing I can do about it. Now, here's the neighbor coming in. Don't take the spark to the fire going. Anyway, but you got to realize how we're around the world. We got Muslim extremists going to label me one of them, whether I approve of this or not. So I believe this gives me a right to call them out, my fellow Christian, whatever they want to call themselves, out on their understanding of the Bible. I can read it just as well as they can. So, like I said to Reverend Josh Amberson during a meeting I had with him back in January 2015 at Lincoln, if he's going to continue insisting on believing in God his way, then I have no choice but having to accept the right to go halfway around the world by believing in God however way they are necessary for them needing to believe in God. And this is where Josh Amberson did. Like he was A-okay with that. And that made me mad because I was recording it, digitally recording it. He knew that, and then doesn't get picked up on a digital recorder, audio recorder. That's on a trigger, caused me to just follow out real quickly with, including 72 version, waiting for 19 dead pilots soon to be arriving. Breath. Thank you. Howdy, howdy, good neighbor. God make America great again. God we trust. Why not? Think love. Plant them flowers. Howdy, howdy, good neighbor. God make America great again. Go. Think love. Plant them flowers. God we trust. Why not? Truth be God, universe 27. Why not? Truth be God, universe 27. Why not? God we trust. Why not? Truth be God, universe 27. Why not? God we trust. Why not? Truth be God, universe 27. Why not? God we trust, why not? Truth be God, universe 27, why not? God we trust, why not? Truth be God, universe 27, why not? God we trust, why not? Truth be God, universe 27, why not? God we trust, why not? Truth be God, universe 27, why not? God we trust, why not? Truth be God, universe 27, why not? God we trust, why not? Oh well, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing off. I only got so much memory on my computer.